Okay, YouTube, for those that are used to my channel, if you signed up because you normally like accurate content or Honda content, must be honest, you won't see more of those videos anymore, because I no longer have the TSX. I've switched to the N54 platform on this 335i. Now this video is actually to do an alarm install. So I'm new to the platform. I did not know that something as basic as an alarm is an option on a BMW. So after buying the car, I found that out. Here's what it is. Now I'm gonna have to install an alarm. So I bought this on eBay. Trying to remember how much I paid for it. Crap. I believe it's $100 and something. I don't think it reached 150. I don't think it reached 150. And I remember, you know, looking. You could get parts individually, like cheaper, like this hood switch might be about $20, $30. I don't remember what this was. And then you have this. I really think, I really was it 110? Whatever it is, it doesn't matter. Anyway, so apparently all US models are pre-wired. So the install is going to be simple. It's three things you need to do. This is the motion detector that goes inside the car. This is the hood pin. I don't know if I can spray this with WD-40. Yeah. Okay, whatever. That goes here. That goes here. Sticks up. Well, it goes somewhere here. I'll figure it out very soon. And then the other piece now is a siren. And this is going to be the more annoying piece. This actually goes underneath the wheel well. I'm told it's on the left hand side. So in the US, of course, the steering is on the left side of the vehicle. So I expect it to be here, under here somewhere. It shouldn't be a long install, only because I plug stuff in. I'm going to disconnect the battery. Anytime I do anything that even is remotely electrical, I like to plug the take the battery off, the negative terminal. So let me go do that quickly and then try and run through this thing. I really don't think it's going to be a big deal. I'm told, and the interior piece, as I mentioned to you, comes actually here. You should be able to pull this down. I could figure out how to do it. I'll just go pry it soon, but this is supposed to come down and then I install it from there. So that's enough chatting. Let me get to it. Okay, pretty sure that hyperlapse video might have been quite crappy. camera fell down and all of that. So once you remove this piece, and it pries from the back, I pried until I finally realized that these two pieces pushes in. So just use a simple pry tool. What did I do with it? You can use a screwdriver or whatever you have, flathead. Good, so that's that. You get that out. You plug this wire out. Once you have this wire, you're pre-wired. If you notice, it was plugged into this plastic here, which does nothing. It looks like it does something, but it does nothing. So that's that. Then now, I don't want to do a time lapse for this piece. Literally YouTube, you're just gonna snap this here. It's almost impossible to do with one hand. But you're gonna plug this on, and then you're gonna snap it in. Is it possible to line this up with one hand? Not even sure if it's supposed to go that way. Where's the broader piece? Okay, so the broader piece is at the bottom, which means it turns around. Yeah, it's annoying to do that, so let me just snap that in and come back to you. Right, so it's plugged on. This little piece here, just kind of tuck it under here, and then the entire frame snaps down, and then you plug the wire back on, and that's it. You are done. As far as I know, just based on this step, your little clown light should now flash when you lock and unlock the door. Well, at least when you lock the door, it should stay flashing just by plugging this in. Okay, so this thing's gonna annoy me too, so that's it. This is step one. Step two is the hood pin, which I'm going to do next. Okay, bye bye. Okay, so YouTube, here's what I would advise you. Make sure if you buy this kit, you absolutely get this bracket. It's absolutely critical. Bracket came with the thing I bought on YouTube, right? So I'm just gonna push this down to here, which, thinking of it now, it looks like maybe I should have gotten it to before. Well, no, it should be able to go through. I just need to plug this off, get it in. But I had to look around to find a screw to drive it in. If you notice, the bracket has a notch here that allows it to align with this cross looking thing that you're going to see. It aligns it nicely, and I have a little screw that I just drove right through it. I'm trying to remember where that screw came from. I think the screw came from this section here. I think it's this screw that was supposed to be here, but I cracked this off. See, I think it was that is a short screw. I knew I needed something short, and I know I needed something that was able to drive and cut its own threading. So it was one of those looking screws. I don't know if you know what I mean when I say a screw that can cut its threading. Alright, so look at these. You see how these screws look? And the threading is just sharp. Yeah, these screws will cut their own threading if you force them. So you need a screw that's kind of like that. What do I compare that to? Compare it to the screw that came off the vanity cover. No, it's not a vanity cover screw. But anyways, compare it to this screw. This screw will not cut its own threading. See it? It's closer, they're smoother. No. So the screw that I got here looks like one that cut its own threading. If you can get the seller, make sure you get this bracket. That's an absolute must. You can survive without the screw, but I don't think you'll survive without this bracket. Because I'm not seeing how you're going to get this hood pin to stay up in an upright position without this bracket. Alright, so that's that. that's enough of me chatting. And this is step 2 for me. So as I mentioned, I'm doing this thing in 3 steps. And I just did 1. So it came with this alarm ending. So I look at it, it has 2 wires. One is a purple and green. And another one looks like a gown. It's a brown with black. So I'm going to assume that this is the same thing I'm going to see here. I take this off. I see some taping. YouTube, I'm figuring this out just as you know, so. There you go. Take this out. If you look here, it's the same wires, purple and brownish. So I guess this is just a plug that has no use. If I could just get it out, maybe I need to squeeze here. Yes, I do. See? So all I need to then do is to plug this. Well, this came with the alarm. Let me just put this back here. It's not needed. So I'm going to try and get this down here. There you go. Snaps into place just like that. Look at that, YouTube. Listen to that nice reassuring snap. And then now this plugs onto here. And that's that. I get this, plug this back here. And I plug this back here. And I have a hood pin switch. I'm going to assume that this is going to touch something when I close my hood. Hope it does. Let's get you in a position where you can see. We're trying to see if it's going to touch anything. We're looking at this hood pin switch right here. Let's take this down slowly. You may not be able to see anything, but let's take it down slowly, man. Let's take it down slowly. Oh, crap, YouTube. Alright, you won't be able to see anything. Can't see. Can you see? I can see. You know what I see? I see that it's supposed to line up with. Yeah, it looks like it's supposed to line up with that bump. YouTube, I can't tell you much. It's hard to. Oh. But there's no way you could turn the opposite way. I honestly don't know YouTube. Sorry about that. I'm thinking the hood will contact with this. But how would I prove it? I don't know how to prove it. Unless I get a piece of... I don't know how I'd prove this. How could I prove that it contacts with this thing? Seriously, how could I prove that? I don't know. So YouTube, your boy is brilliant. Look at this. Know what this means? This means it contacted. What your boy did, I was thinking about it for a while and I said, you know what? let me grab a little piece of blue tape, kind of just tore it off, and I barely just folded it over here. Just folded it over here with the sticky part pointing up, right? I just folded it neatly and made sure it stayed. It stayed. And then I just took my time and closed the hood slowly down until it snapped. When I raised the hood back up, guess what your boy found? Tape stuck here. So that proves that this will definitely make contact. So step 2 is done. Step 3 is to get the siren in. Now the siren goes somewhere under here. I'm going to try and see if I can do it without taking the wheel off. If I can't, whatever, I take the wheel off. I jack the car up and take the wheel off. Oh, you know what? I'm going to take the wheel off. I can't see inside here. I can't see inside there. How much space does my hand have? Yeah, even if I work with the... Oh, but then I could turn the wheel out. Oh, to turn the wheel out, I have to put the battery back on. Yeah, because I don't think you can turn... Can I force it? Maybe I can force it. Because I don't think the BMW has a wheel lock. Let me see if I can... Yeah. This bad boy doesn't have a wheel lock, does it? All right. Oh, is this even possible? Okay. Okay. It might be possible without taking the wheel off. So, YouTube, I'm gonna try that later. Okay, YouTube. I will be lying to you if I didn't tell you I'm frustrated. The last time we spoke, I said I would try to see if I could do it without taking off the wheels. Obviously, that didn't work out. I could not. I was able to loosen it up a bit, but I couldn't figure out where this alarm or siren is supposed to go. I have an 09 E90. I know I'm looking for a wire that looks like this. If you could see, they cut it from the previous car. So I'm expecting to find a wire that was nicely taped up, similar to what I saw at the top here. Remember this switch? This was nicely taped up and we had to unwrap it, take a little plug off it and use it. Now YouTube, unless I'm missing it, I've searched everywhere under the left hand side, which is the driver's side for me. My vehicle's in the US. So it was supposed to be on the left. I've searched everywhere and I don't see where or how this alarm module is supposed, the siren part is supposed to go. So your boy went on the passenger side, which is my right hand side, did the same thing. And again, there's nothing here where this siren is supposed to go. But I know my car is pre-wired for it. I saw the wiring on the interior, which if I make this video, you will see that part. So I don't know, unless BMW at some point decided to just do away with having a separate siren and just route it through the horn. I don't know. I really don't know. All I can do is try. So let's go try. Let's go and try. And plug the battery on. Put this battery on. Yeah, put the battery on, why not? Put the battery on and see what's going on. Because there's no, I see nowhere where this thing is supposed to go, so it is what it is. Battery is on. Make sure it's all the way down. Look, this is all the way down. Sure, this was on full. Can you see anything here? Okay. So, assuming it needs no coding, it should be good to go. Let's test this thing now, YouTube, and see what happens. I'm gonna shut this thing down. Yep. I'm going to shut my hood down. In any event, the one thing that's going to be left is just to put on my wheel well, because as I said, I don't see anywhere, absolutely nowhere, that siren can go on my car. I don't see anywhere. What is this? Okay, so that's locked. Then now I'm gonna arm it from inside and move around and see if it goes off. If you hear the noise, then it is what it is. So this never used to flash, so let's try and see if this flashes. Alright. And now we lock this car. Lock. Well, that flashes. That never happened before. So it seems like there's no programming that's necessary. And now it's beeping. So I'm guessing it's armed. Now I'm going to try to open this door. Well, let's see the motion detector works in here. I'm making some movements. Not seeing anything. Yep, there you go. It's flashing. It flashes. It flashes. So there's no siren. I can't open the door though. It's definitely going off. See that flashes? It did that from my motion. But there's no siren. That means YouTube, I have to figure out where that siren goes. I unlock my door. Okay. I unlock my door. Alright. So the siren has to go somewhere, YouTube, and I can't figure it out. The siren goes somewhere. Everyone says it goes under here, so what am I missing? Where's my wiring? It works, but I don't know what to do regarding the siren. I'm gonna stop this video here. I'll probably leave the car here because sometimes you need to take a step away to figure it out. Okay, YouTube, this is the final part of the video. Maybe I missed the memo. Maybe I'm a dummy. But the thing I could not find is because it's the rear wheel well that this thing goes up under. So I think in the first part of this you saw where I pulled on the driver's side, which is the left because I'm in the States. So it's a left-hand drive. I pulled on the driver's side, couldn't find it. I went and I pulled on the passenger side, didn't find it. Luckily, I went online and eventually found a PDF write-up. And in that write-up, it clearly said LH, which I think means left hand, rear wheel. So this is the thing I need to put on to my siren. These are the bolts or the studs here. I need to go figure out what I can put over that, but I'll find something, and that would be that. Cool. So that's all you need to do to fit up your own alarm system. And you already saw before this that it didn't need programming. What is this? And why does this look like it's coming out of this spot? Okay, stay back in there. See? Good thing I opened that. This thing was out of its spot. I don't know what it does. Why does it look like another one should have been here? Does look like it could hold 2 spaces. Anyways, it's me chatting too much. I'm done. I'm going to connect this and I'm done. Okay. I think I told you that when you install the alarm, you don't have to code it. But coding is better. Without coding, you won't be able to get the acoustic, the sound when you lock and unlock the car. So here, you hear that? That won't happen without coding. When you code it also, you get the option on the iDrive. Let's see if I can remember exactly where this thing is quickly. Let's start that there. Put this here. Make sure this turns down. Somewhere here. Give me a second. Come back here. Come back here. I think it's in door locks. Is it settings? Probably not. Yes, locks. You see this here? Acoustic signal lock, unlock. Yeah, that wasn't there. It's because I coded it that happened. The other thing that you're going to get when you code it is your trunk release button. Oh, it's already in the car, sorry. This last button here, the trunk, if you hold it down, I think for like 5 seconds or so, it becomes like a panic alarm. So then the car will like alarm if you do that. That's it. What worked without coding? Oh, and I think coding also allowed the hood pin switch to work. I couldn't get that to work without the coding. As far as I remember, the alarm, the interior sensor, that was working. I think I was shaking up and down in the car and I could see the car was alarming, the lights were flashing and all of that. But yeah, these other things wouldn't work. I use Pro Tools to code. I think it's Beamer Geeks Pro Tools. It's something I had already purchased. I already had the diagnostic as well as the coding license. That's the master license. So I was fine. But all in all, you can buy the stuff pretty cheap. You get most of the stuff to work, but there are some additional features that you won't get unless you code. So that's it. Thanks. I would recommend coding if you have that ability. How do you code? Using my Pro Tools, it was simple. I went into the vehicle options. I added a 302. That's the one that's for the alarm. 302. You added it to the vehicle options. When I did that, Pro Tools automatically told me, hey, if you're gonna do this, you're gonna have to factory reset a couple of systems. I think it was 4 systems it listed out. I said yes to that. I did all of that. I can't remember offhand. I'm pretty sure it factory resetted the CAS system, car access system. I'm sure it factory resetted the FRM. I'm pretty sure it factory resetted the combi system, KOMBI, and it factory resetted something else. I'm not remember what the last one was, but it's 4, and it was the software that just did all of that for me. Once I did that, boom boom boom, that was it. Everything else was working. The unfortunate thing though is, by factory setting all of those, I had to recode some other things that I had already coded. For example, you know, I'd already coded my daytime running lights to come on with the unlock, and my fogs to run with my daytime running lights, and I'd already coded like a video in motion so that the car can play DVD when it's driving. All of those things I had to just do again. So that's it, but everything is running good now. Sorry for the long video, I'm really sorry about that.